Welcome back to Oulton Park for the opening round of the 2023 Bennetts British Superbike Championship Showdown, and starting third on the grid for the Bike Social Sprint Race this afternoon for Lamy OMG Racing Yamaha, it's Kyle Ride. Kyle, coming back into this weekend, you're third in the standings. It's a strong circuit for Yamaha. Talk us through how the weekend's gone so far and how you find that qualifying place.
Yeah, it's been a bit scrappy, to be honest. I've tried to do some sort of race run at some point, but everything's been going a little bit pear-shaped with that. So even then, I'm very happy with the position, but the actual lap time itself, I wish I'd have got a little bit closer to Glenn and Tommy. I think I've done 33s before, so there's no reason why I couldn't have done today, but everything was just a little bit too scrappy. So yeah, I think in this first race this afternoon, it's going to be very fast for sure. Hopefully we can get into a rhythm then, and we can have some good data of a race pace, because I've not done it at all this weekend.
And looking ahead to the races this weekend, first round of the Showdown, the points are increased. How big a weekend is this for you and the team?
Yeah, it's big enough for me. It's big for me, it's big for the team, it's big for everyone. Anyone that's on the grid, it's a great opportunity to score more points. But like I said, it's the same. Even though the points have gone up, it's pretty similar. For example, if Glenn wins later and I come second, it's only 2 points. It's the same, isn't it? So, biggest thing I think for everyone is to keep calm, stay smooth, keep both wheels on the track, and keep consistent. That's the main thing you can do.
Thank you, Kyle. And starting second on the grid for the Bike Social Sprint Race for the Beer Monster Ducati team, it's Glenn Owen. Glenn, we were talking yesterday about how close it is between you and Tommy, and it was the same in qualifying. Talk us through it, because you had a couple of moments as well, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a good lap, as in I knew the lap was going to be fast. I think it was out of the seat, out of shell, not big, just a bit too greedy on the throttle, had to roll, same at the last corner. So I had a few, let's say, not the perfect lap. But when I seen the P1, I thought, okay, that's good. It's probably going to be front row. I blew turn one for sure. I lose something to Tommy into sector one. We seem to gain in another sector. So it's, like you say, I think it's 6,000s in it, very, very tight. I think I learned a little bit about myself there, where it was just I'm too aggressive in the turn one, because I don't think I've seen the apex the whole qualifying session. But it's been good. We lost the first session. Thankfully, we had a couple of laps early on, and then we had an issue with the chain. And that data, it would be negative to say it put us in the back foot, because that would be incorrect, because it's been a very, very strong ride up even until now. So we learnt there that the rear of the bike is a little bit too soft, struggling for road out of a lot of the corners and a little bit through the first chicane. So I think that's something we can very minutely tweak for the race. But yeah, I feel great. It's I think it's a testament, to the entire team, to myself and to Tommy as well, because we are fighting for our own goal. We can't share that vision as such together. We can have the same vision, but to go out and to blast around here in 33s when lap times can be faster here. It's quite fast, but half an hour before we're sitting on the grid and we've tears in our eyes, and we both spoke about it before. We said we'd be emotionless on the grid because we're here to do a job and we can cry next week and whatever else. But it's it was tough back in the motorhome, and you're like, right, we need to get the head in. So it pleases me that I done that. It also fills me full of respect for Tommy that he was also able to do it, because it's not easy. It's a big thing to do what we just done, and to go around and do also what we've just done there. So yeah, hats off to the entire team. A 1-2, which is a nice little touch to what we've just done. And I'm sure the two of us, and along with everyone else, will put on a great race. The championship's exciting. I'm loving it, and that's all we'll say on it.
Thank you, Glenn. And on the omologato pole position for the Beer Monster Ducati team, making it a PBM 1-2 ahead of the Bike Social Sprint Race this afternoon, it's Tommy Bridewell. Tommy, it's been a big weekend, as Glenn just touched on. How difficult has it been for you so far this weekend? And that was a great qualifying session from you, both of you in the 33s, but that's quite a big up on pace since we had this morning. Where did you find that extra speed?
Just standard qualifying, really. Touching back, really, like you said, it's not been I say it's not been a tough weekend, in all honesty. Obviously, yes, for certain reasons, with obviously the first round back, obviously without points and so on. But being able to, it sounds bad to say, you have to be a professional in the respects of, I also know that we're here to do a job, and Paul would certainly be drilling us if we weren't here doing our job properly. So yeah, first and foremost is just the fact that, you know, I'm able to kind of switch off a little bit. There will be a time to grieve as such. It just at the minute it's not right now. So I need to stay focused. Like I said, we're here fighting for a championship. So everything's got to be bang on. And in all honesty, this weekend, as soon as quite the opposite of Cadwell really, but as soon as I rolled out on the bike in FP1, the bike setup is changed minimal. It's been very similar setup to what we ran at Cadwell. And it's been really good. You know, the bike's been working absolutely flawless. Even to the point where earlier I was sort of, obviously Glenn was fastest and I was 0.4 off in third. But every single session I've just concentrated on doing sprint race simulations at least, if not long race distance. So it looks on paper that we've got very good, strong race pace. And I hope that that'll pay dividends later. But yeah, certainly to get pole position is always nice. The lap time, I think it's 33.7. I didn't have it on my dash, but I think it was about that. Is okay. It's nothing fantastic, you know. It's nothing to shout home about. But you can also only ride to track conditions and track temperatures. You know, if we had another 10, 15 degrees hotter track temperature, the lap time would be a lot quicker. So it's all relevant for that day. But yeah, no, I feel good. Bike's working good. Team's working good, and we'll see if we can sort of translate it to a race win later on in the sprint race.
Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you.